This is Chiva from Indonesia Huawei Enterprise Solution Team. I'm glad to bring you today's topic about the all-optical solution for campus network. The topic of my speech is campus embracing all-optical network. As we know, nowadays, all industries are going digital, such as the digital office, digital education, and the digital city. For example, in office scenario, there are various access types, internet, voice, access point, cameras, printers, door controls, and so on. We need to connect to internet in the office anytime and anywhere. The situation is almost the same in the digital education and the digital city scenarios. According to the industry survey, more than half of the industries will go digital transformation in next few years. Currently, enterprise business bring more challenges to traditional network, such as the network cables need to replaced every several years to support the upgrade bandwidth in office. Various services are required in hotel network, such as the internet, voice, cable TV, IPTV, and the Wi-Fi coverage. The different services need to be managed by different platforms. In video surveillance scenario, it needs long-distance coverage, outdoor device with PoE feature for the camera power supply. In education e-classroom scenario, there also have various services such as the whiteboard, the surveillance, and broadcast, with also the complicating management issues. Let's see the three major chains of the campus network. Firstly, more and more enterprise is moving their services over the cloud. The traffic between the cloud and the terminal will become the mainstream. Secondly, IoT era is coming. According to the survey, there will be 100 billion terminal connect to the internet, average 15 gigabits data per user per month in 2025. Thirdly, since more and more services need to connect to the internet, it must need the converged management platform to make the O&M easily and efficiently. Regarding the challenges and chains just mentioned, Huawei provides the campus optic solution that will reconstruct the network architecture and enable enterprise to go digital easily and successfully. Campus optics solution is based on the GPON technology, bearing all the services in one fiber with reliability. Sometimes we also call it POL, passive optic LAN. There is 3 0 that makes the network simple but intelligent. First one is a simple architecture. The part between the ORT and the ONU is passive. That is zero need of the power supply and the equipment rooms. Second one is easy evolution. Bandwidth can be upgraded with zero need of the cabling changes. There is almost no bandwidth limit of the fiber. Last one is intelligent O&M. Since all the ONU is managed by OLT remotely, just need to complete the configuration in the ORT or AMS platform. Once connect the ONU with the fiber, all the services will be automatically configured and running normally. No need to configure each ONU device one by one. We call it ZTP, Zero Touch Provisioning. It can save lots of work, is it? All optical solution is the best choice for building campus network. It integrates multi-service access in one device, can support maximum 40 kilometers long distance network coverage and 300 meters of the PoE transmission. And with the simple O&M feature I just mentioned before, so it can be used for all the campus scenario network, such as apartment, office, university, hotel, mall, hospital, airport, smart building, safe city, and so on. Let me introduce that how we make the architecture more simple. There were 3 layers in the traditional network with the bandwidth increased rapidly. It will be the bottleneck of the aggregation layer. But in the new architecture, the optical network is the flatted network with just 2 layers, replaced the traditional aggregation layer to the optical splitter. That's the passive equipment. No need the power supply, no need the equipment room. Can also reduce the electric shock risk and the potential fire risk, and with no bandwidth limit issue. With the fiber in and copper out feature, there will be no 100-meter distance limit. It can support maximum 40 kilometers full fiber coverage. We know that in traditional network with bandwidth upgrade, we have to upgrade the copper also, such as from the Cat 3 to Cat 5, Cat 6, maybe Cat 7 in future. But fiber is different. It's no need to change with bandwidth upgrade. With the fiber medium, it can save 3 times energy consumed, 400 times coverage extend, almost unlimited bandwidth upgrade, and 4 times life cycle than copper, around 30 years. Another important advantage of the all-optical solution is reducing the IT equipment room and the cabling space. Since fiber are much thinner and lighter than the network cables, it can save 18% cabling space, 19% IT equipment room space. Because of the traditional switch were replaced by the passive ODN equipment, it can save 16% power consumption. It can also improve efficiency by 50% based on the plug-and-play feature I mentioned before. Let me introduce several typical campus optics series products. We have the industry's first 1U ORT for easy evolution in the next 5 years. And we also have the industry's first XGS-PON, access ONU with the PoE and the PoE Plus feature. It can support both the GPON and the 10G-PON, just with insert the different optical model. For outdoor video backhaul scenario, we provide the integrated lightweight video backhaul ONU. It integrates 6 models to 1 device. Dedicated design for the outdoor video surveillance scenario. 1 port, 1 device. Easily deployed by single person. Efficiency improved by 50%. With continuous innovation in GPON technology, Huawei can provide some unique advantage solution in the industry, such as the first one, the FlexPON, 3 mode in 1 PON board. It means integrate the GPON, XGS-PON, and the combo PON to just 1 board, with just insert the different SFP. One-time investment, TCO saved by 13%. The second one is some scenario required the high reliability. We can provide the Type B dual homing protection solution, which can make the service no interrupt, with the MyLink cut down or the MyORT power off. We know that there have the class B plus and C plus of the GPON optical model in the industry, but Huawei can also provide the class D optical model, which have much bigger transmit optical power, can support much bigger split ratio and longer distance network coverage. Next, let's watch a short video to check how the campus optics solution used in Huawei Research Center in Xi'an of China.
Welcome to Huawei R&D Center here in Xi'an, one of 3 locations where we've deployed our campus optics solution, and thousands of my colleagues are currently benefiting from its capabilities. Let's go take a look around and see what's going on. We're here in front of the V5 office building where about 2,000 R&D staff work. We've deployed our campus optics solution here, and to compare and observe the tangible benefits of this solution, we've also deployed a traditional Ethernet switch solution. Okay, let's go take a look around and see how these 2 networks work. These are the structural diagrams of the 2 networks. The Ethernet solution consists of an equipment room, backbone, management, horizontal cabling, and work area subsystems. The main devices are core switches, the aggregation switch, and access switches. The core switches are connected to aggregation and access switches using optical fibers. The access switches are connected to terminals using 50 to 80 meter long Ethernet cables. Similarly, the campus optics network solution consists of an equipment room, backbone optical cable, distribution subsystem, access optical cable, and work area subsystems. Its main devices are core switches, OLTs, optical splitters, and ONUs. Optical fiber connects the core switch to ONUs, and Ethernet cables are only used to connect ONUs to terminals. There are 2 key differences between the 2 solutions. First, the campus optics solution uses passive optical splitters instead of the active access switches and aggregation switch used in the traditional solution. Second, in the campus optics solution, optical fibers are moved downward to the ONU level, and network cable length is shortened from dozens of meters to just a few. This feature is called optical in, copper out. We've come to the Ethernet equipment room. This is one of 4 in the building, and it's capable of supporting 500 employees as they go about their day. And there's a lot of equipment here. I can count 7 cabinets housed in this fairly sizable room. The switches in these cabinets are active. They need plenty of power and generate quite a bit of heat. And that means that we need to keep the air conditioner running all day long, which is quite an expense. To hold this massive bundle of network cables, we need to have a large cable tray. And remember, this mess of network cables can only support 500 people working. These cables are distributed from access switches to the information points on desks. Now, we've seen the Ethernet equipment room. Let's head up 1 floor to the campus optics equipment room. We've come to the 5th floor of the building where the campus optics equipment room is. There are only 2 cabinets here compared to 7 in the Ethernet equipment room. And these 2 cabinets are capable of supporting 2,000 employees. So that's 2 cabinets for 2,000 employees versus 7 cabinets for 500 employees. And here we have the OLT cabinet on the right and the ODF cabinet on the left. If we open the OLT cabinet here, we can see that only about half of the space of the cabinet is used. So at the top we have the UPS, and then we have the OLT here, and they're used to help ensure Type B dual homing protection. Now if we open the ODF cabinet here, we can see at the top we have the ODF, and then the rest of the cabinet consists of the 2 to 16 rack-mounted optical splitters. The optical fibers are inside this cable tray. They come from the optical splitters here, and then they're transferred through the cable tray to information boxes at office desks. There aren't very many of these optical fibers, and since they're also quite thin and light, we only need this small cable tray. There's only one more thing to add here, and that's that our air conditioner is switched off right now. We don't need to run it 24/7 because there are only 2 devices that produce any significant heat, and those are the 2 OLTs. The ODF cabinet is purely passive. It doesn't generate any heat at all, and it cools down naturally, which saves us a lot in electricity fees. Okay, let's have a wander over to the office area. Optical fibers from the optical splitter are transported to each desk via this underground cabling duct, and you can see those optical fibers in this glass cabinet. Now if we look inside, we can see two different colors of cables. We have the gray Ethernet cables, and we have these white cables bound with the green tape, which are the optical fiber cables. We also have another kind of white cable here, which are telephone lines. Now in this example where we're supporting the same 250 office desks, the difference is clear. There's a much larger bundle of the grey Ethernet cables versus a much smaller bundle of the white optical fiber cables. The information box installed under the desk is where the Optics style ONU is stored. It's small, but it can carry several services: cloud desktop, IP phone, wireless access point, video surveillance camera, printer, video conferencing system, and access authorization. Let's look at some numbers. For the same number of users, 2,000 network cables are used in the switch solution. The width of the cable tray is 40 centimeters. In the campus optics solution, there are 500 optical fibers, and the width of the cable tray is just 10 centimeters. Over 30 cubic meters of equipment room space is needed for the Ethernet solution, but the campus optics solution needs less than 1.5 cubic meters. The Ethernet solution takes twice as long to deliver as the campus optics project. Campus optics requires just a third of the engineering investment, half of the monetary investment, and energy consumption is also a third. Okay, thank you for joining me on this tour. That's all for now, but if you want to learn more about the campus optics solution, you can go to e.huawei.com or contact your local Huawei representative. If you have any questions or feedback, please post in the comments section. Thank you for joining us.
Relying on years of research and experience, Huawei have already ranked by #1 in all PON area worldwide in the past 11 years, include the PON, next generation PON, and also the ONT market. Huawei's all-optical camper solution has been selected for more than 200 education industry, more than 200 integrated campus, and more than 50 cities and more than 100 hotels. Among them, there are the top 2 universities in China, Sky Tower, one of the Australia's tallest skyscraper, and the best Singapore Changi Airport, and the 5-star Cancun Hotel in Mexico for many years. We believe that all optical network will prepare for future traffic peaks and make the campus network more efficient, more easier, and more safer. All optical wins the future. That's all of my speech today. Thank you very much. This is Chiva from Huawei Indonesia Solution Team.